The Cori cycle is an example of substrate cycling. Glycolysis and gluconeogenesis happens at the same time, but they happen in different cells. Glycolysis occurs in the muscles, whereas gluconeogenesis occurs in the liver. Glycolysis is where glucose is broken down into pyruvate, into lactate, and NADH becomes NAD+. The lactate then goes through the blood and into the liver, where gluconeogenesis occurs, where lactate is broken down into pyruvate, which is then broken down into glucose. And so it's the opposite effect. NAD+ becomes NADH. So they counter each other, which is why they can't happen in the same cells. So during anaerobic exercise, glycolysis goes to the occurs in the muscles, and glucose is converted into pyruvate. Then fermentation happens to regenerate NAD+ for glycolysis, and pyruvate is converted into lactate, which is a poison. Lactate is then taken to the liver, where it is reoxidized to pyruvate, and then gluconeogenesis makes glucose, which can go back to the muscles for glycolysis. DOMS. DOMS is the delayed onset of muscle soreness. It is where blood pH is lowered during intense exercise when it is sensed by the pain receptors. Active recovery allows active muscle to be flushed with oxygenated blood, reducing the effects of lactate and speeding up recovery. Muscle soreness felt after a day after strenuous exercise can be caused through injury to the muscles and damage to connective tissues. Excessive mechanical forces, which are normally eccentric contractions, cause structural damage. Muscle protein is broken down, which causes inflammation, or tissue oedema, which stimulates local pain receptors. As you can see in the right hand image, the difference between a normal muscle tissue and a damaged muscle tissue. Strategies of recovery. What are strategies of recovery? There are many different strategies of recovery. Two of them are, one is active cool down, which does many things. It reduces blood pooling, maintains venous return, maintains elevated blood pressure, purges oxygen debt, prevents DOMS, as I spoke about in the last slide, flushes capillaries with oxygenated blood, removes carbon dioxide and lactic acid, keeps oxygenated blood flowing, and continues metabolic processes. Another method for recovery is cryotherapy. This is sort of things like ice massage, ice packs, ice immersion, commercial gel, vapor coolant sprays like deep heat, controlled cold compression units, as seen in the man in the bottom left image is one of those. And the effects are vasoconstriction, so the blood vessels tighten to reduce less blood flow, so less blood flows out the skin, less heat loss, decreases tissue metabolism, there's less pain and less spasms.